The Borrowed Book. Tom loved second-hand bookstores. One day, on a dusty shelf, he found an old book titled How You Die. Curious, he opened it. Every page was blank, except the last one. It read, "You shouldn't have opened this." Tom let out a nervous laugh, closed the book, and walked out of the store. That night, he realized something strange. He had never bought the book. He never took it to the cashier. Yet. It was now sitting on his nightstand. He woke up at dawn and glanced at it again. The book was closed, but the last page had turned itself. There was a new line. "You have 24 hours. Panicked, he threw the book into the trash. But the next morning, the book was back, lying on his pillow, open, ticking, like a clock. Tom ran to the bookstore. "Do you remember the book I picked up yesterday, How You Die?" The shopkeeper frowned. "That book? We've never had a book like that." Tom rushed at Eli. "Need to look up this book," he said, breathless. The librarian checked her computer, paused, then looked up. "That book was checked out 42 years ago, never returned. The person who borrowed it had the same last name as you, Thomas Blake." Tom's heart raced. He never used his father's name. "But my father disappeared when I was 3, he whispered. The librarian removed her glasses, and on that very day, he came in to borrow this book." Just then, Tom's phone buzzed with an alarm. Exactly 24 hours had passed. His hands trembling, Tom shut off the alarm. The book flipped its pages on its own. All pages were still blank, except the final one. It now read, "When the clock stops, so do you." Tom closed the book and rushed to his mother's house. "Mom, is there something you never told me about Dad?" She sat down, her hands shaking. "That book came years ago, before you were born. Your father never let it go. Then one day, he just vanished." Tom turned his head slowly. The book was now on her table. Open. A new line had appeared. "She's next." Tom left immediately. He drove to their old house, the place no one had entered for years. He opened the door with an old key. A cold gust greeted him. Dust covered everything. Except one thing. The book, sitting open in the center of the room, next to an old chair. On the chair, a broken clock. Its hands frozen at 12. Tom knelt down, his voice shaking. "Dad, did you disappear here?" Then came a whisper through the room. "Whoever opens the book leaves time behind." Tom shivered. The book flipped one more page on its own. A final sentence appeared. "You still have a choice." Tom knelt before the book, watching as the pages slowly closed by themselves. Only the first and last page remained open. The first page read, "Time begins with curiosity." The last page, "But it ends with a choice." Beside the book, a handwritten note appeared. The handwriting was his father's. "If you're reading this, I've already left time, but you're still free." Tom looked up at the clock. It wasn't ticking. A voice whispered, "Close the book, break the chain, or open it and join me."